What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the sweaty get up, but I just got out of the gym and I got the window open here because I tried to film this video with the window up, but I was already sweating and that wasn't gonna work for me here in Florida. So this has been on my mind and I just had to film it now. No stats. I don't have stats written down, no statistics, just something that's been on my head. I just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys and just kind of tell me what you think. I've been really noticing recently, maybe it's just my feed, because as you guys can probably guess, I consume a lot of true crime content. I watch a lot of documentaries, I read police reports, all that stuff you can probably guess that goes with an in-depth consumption of true crime content. So maybe it's just a skewed news feed that I have, but I've been noticing recently a very drastic and dramatic uptake in female teachers, and it seems to be more younger and younger female teachers more recently assaulting their male students. And whenever I see one of these cases, whenever I read one of them, it's always some of the same excuses. Oh, he wanted it, his grades improved, he started it. All of these ideas that these female teachers are saying about these male students that are placing the blame off of themselves and trying to place the blame onto the child, and instead of placing the blame on themselves because they're the ones that groomed and assaulted this child. Now, I want to say this, beyond teachers assaulting their students, schools are supposed to be a safe place. There are faculty, from teachers to principals, everyone in that school you have to inherently trust if you're a parent sending your kid off to school. Now, the only thing that a parent should have to worry about when sending their kid to school isn't their kid getting assaulted by staff or another student or any of these other crazy things that we hear about students having to deal with today. There should be one thing and one thing alone that students have to worry about when going to school every day, and that only thing is my child or are my children getting a quality education. That's it, full stop. And if you are saying that you're worried about this or that or whatever you might be worried about, that's not a good thing. The only thing you should have to be worried about as a parent, if you have children, is my student getting a quality education? Because that's a tough enough burden to have to worry about your kid, making sure your kid gets a quality education without having to worry about your kid getting assaulted or indoctrinated with some sort of doctrine that you might not agree with when you're not sending your kid there. If you want your kid to get some sort of other ideology, there's other places you can send your kid to as a parent where you can give your kid that other sort of education or other sort of information that you feel as a parent you want to give them. School's not the place for that. And on top of that, now it feels like parents are more and more having to worry about their students, especially their male students, getting assaulted by female staff. Now, obviously, female students also get assaulted, but how it tends to work as far as males versus females assaulting people is women tend to prefer the relationships. So the teacher, the parent, the neighbor, they prefer the relationship building aspect of it, so they can build that relationship and then groom and assault that child or whoever they are assaulting. Men tend to prefer the anonymity of online, or that sort of stranger danger mentality that I'm pretty sure we all heard about in the 90s. Now, another part of this that really bothers me is with these female teachers assaulting the staff female teachers assaulting the students, rather, because they are staff, it really goes into this argument of people saying that men and boys can't be sexually assaulted. They can't, like, they always have sex on the brain, so the idea of a man being sexually assaulted or a boy being sexually assaulted doesn't cross their brains. Like, oh, he wanted it, he engaged in it with me when I approached him about it, or he approached me first, whatever the situation is. If you're justifying this in your brain of, oh, this is a young boy, he's clearly thinking about sex 24/7, so I'm 30 years older than him, so he's gonna be fine with it. it's not going to affect him for the rest of his life. You're sitting here making all these excuses for yourself and justification as to why you're doing this. It just baffles my mind that you're trying to make these arguments if you're one of those people who is saying that. Now look, maybe I'm ranting here, maybe it's just my feed talking, but the only thing, like I'm going to reiterate right now, is the only thing students should have to be worried about in schools is getting a quality education, bar none, full stop. And if you are of the ilk where you don't agree with that, I don't know what to tell you. You're wrong, really. If that's just my opinion, but let me know what you guys think. Am I just getting a skewed feed here because of the true crime content that I watch? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And until next time, have fun and stay safe.